Okay, so they reject my zoning solution, right? Have a state or two where people live with with a moral emphasis, with no kind of propaganda, kind of social club sentiment, where people are constantly trying to make you think that because you're not like the rich or a scientist or something, that you're not a worthy date or that you're a loser, etc. But instead, they date with a moral scale more like the Bible. Part of the reason why this makes sense is the way things are done is disgusting. They basically want you to believe that people who drive nice cars with nice sunglasses or something, okay, are ideal. They want you to believe the rich are ideal. They want you to be their fan club. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. They want you to try to be like Bezos or something. It's a complete disgrace. When in their movies, right, Spider-Man, he's poor. Okay, Clark Kent is poor-ish. Okay, the Princess Bride, Daniel Mouse, okay, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi. These guys are not rich. Okay, they spill it out to a T. And they're changing my voice and feeling and so forth. They spill out to you to a T. Why not to be a rich bitch? Why not to date them? Why people who date them are petty? Why, if you have money, you're a horrible, horrible person? Because it's a crony capitalist society. The rich are greedy. One of the most popular politicians is Bernie Sanders. Even in the midst of all this anti-communist sentiment, it's being stirred up by Black Lives Matter and Antifa and the right, is the kind of right left kind of working together to stir up the anti-poor man trying to stick up for himself. So sentiment. So what we see is they're saying, hey, look up to us, and who does that? So we see the kind of white cultural imperialism, right skin cultural imperialism, where whites and white skinned people, whoever they may be, okay, who aren't very sharp, right? King Solomon prayed for wisdom, for discernment, not for wealth, okay? The leader, the ideal person should be discerning and fair and just, not wealthy. When he went for the wealth and the extravagance, that's when he went for the women who were gold diggers, and this kingdom fell apart. All that David and all the people who worked for, collapsed because of Solomon's greed, okay? And of course, we see the 666 in Solomon's talents, right? The gold he collected, 666 talents of gold, his yearly collection, okay? The beast. So the moral place, people aren't fumed like I'm being fumed. They're not sabotaged. People aren't gang stalked. Okay, if you want to subject yourself to that American villain gang stalking abuse, okay, you shouldn't live in the moral states. Okay, so they should have a few moral states, hopefully with beaches or something. I like beaches, you know what I'm saying? Side by side. They rejected this because they're sniveling worms. They want to set up the righteous, want to be drunk off the blood of the saints after they gang stalk them and say, ha 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 ha, we gang stalk God's children, ha ha ha. And then they go to their churches that are allowed, that are part of the trap, and they pretend that they're in God's spirit when they're in the Luciferian spirit of the corporate state, of the Western oppressor, of the neo-colonialist, Masonic, Luciferian, founding father trash. Okay? It is sick. It is evil. God hates them. They are short-sighted cowards, completely afraid to man up and do what's right. Ver in virtue is man. Okay? Being a conformist is not being a man. It's being a con artist, little sissy. Who should be, who I wouldn't be surprised if they start playing with dolls, with thongs in the middle of the freeway. Just idiots with no sense, no heart, no masculinity. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if they had a little worm dick because they do not have fucking masculinity. They do not have heart. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a black heart instead of whatever color it's supposed to be. Okay, it's red or whatever. Okay, you get what the fuck I'm saying. They're sniveling bitches. No, I don't give a shit about how big someone's dick is. Okay, but the fact that they're acting like little sniveling bitches must be fucking emphasized.